So what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I want to quickly share with you under 5 minutes a little trick that I use sort of every morning to get myself unstuck from situations where you think you're stuck at and there's really no way for you to go forward. Oftentimes you look at things and you think, there's no way out, and your head just starts running from A to B to C. You're trying to find solutions and it just looks like there's no way, that's when that prayer comes in that hopefully God will make a way where there seems to be no way. But that's a prayer, but nonetheless the power is within us to start making actions, or to start taking actions towards getting ourselves unstuck from whatever situation it is that we're in and that we're hoping to find a solution for. Do you know they say faith without works is dead? And the truth is, because most of us are the common denominator, so to say, of many of the problems that we face in life, it's only fair to say that we should be a major contributor in influences the change to that solution, or we should be a major contributor to influencing the change to that problem, or to bring about that solution. Not always do we have to rely on outsiders to come forth and help us. I was talking to a friend yesterday and I said, look, even an outsider would help you, but he won't help you thoroughly out of the problem. To crawl out of that pit, or to get your leg unstuck from that miry clay, you have to do the climbing yourself. I have to do the climbing myself. So anyway, in order not to take much of your time, here's 5 simple tricks. It's pretty simple. Anyone could do it. You could do it. Even though it doesn't give you an overnight solution, it starts making you committed towards getting the results that you want, if you understand what I mean. So first thing to do is find a quiet place. You have your problems anyway, so that sort of, I have my problems, you have your problems, we all have our problems, I should say it that way. That is sort of overbearing and just clogging up our heads. So really the best way to relax and to sort of offload that burden sometimes is just to find a quiet place. But rather than just find a quiet place and just daydream over those problems and just hope and wish that situations will change, here's one thing you could do. Get a sheet of paper, a sheet of paper. I prefer that paper's gone. I prefer a lined piece of paper. A lined piece of paper is more organized than just a plain piece of paper. And basically what you want to do is whatever the situation or whatever the solution is, whatever the problem is that you're going through, you just want to write the header here. So remember, first thing in the morning is the best time, because by that time you haven't fried your brain up with all the rest of the stress in the world, all the social media news, all the COVID-19 news or anything. Your brain is just fresh from your relaxed 6 or 7 hours sleep, if at all you got that because of the problem. So it's your thoughts, your plans for the day, and your problems that has come from yesterday into a fresh new day. So write whatever the issue is here. You only want to write one, because you don't want it again to be so clogged up. So you only want to write one that is probably the most daunting and the one that just dwindles on your mind every hour of the day, that drains your energy. Just write it down. That saying in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain. Even if it tarries, it will surely come to pass. Just write one problem here. One. You want to write in capital letters at the top of the sheet here. You know how we write titles in essays? Anyone who's schooled in Nigeria would know what these sheets are. They're called exercise sheets, and they will ask you to write the title of your essay at the top here. And right underneath the title, we have all these lines. They normally count 22, which means 22 bullet points that you could write towards actioning whatever your problem is. But really, what you really want to do is just write 5. So at that quiet moment when you're thinking, all you want to think about is 5 points that you could apply the SMART analysis tool to specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time bound. Remember, they're not going to give you overnight solutions, but what they're going to do, these 5 points that you've written down towards that major problem that you have here. I want more money. If that is what the problem is, which is what the problem with most people is, we all want more money. What are the 5 things I could do to start seeing that I increase that balance on my bank account? In fact, what are the 20 things I could do? But what are the 5 most important ones? I could start working, I could start an online business, I could start affiliate marketing, I could apply for a better job, I could re-educate myself, whatever it is. I could do professional courses, I could take an extra job, whatever the 5 most important ones are that you could measure the outcome of your results. They're actionable, you could do them, you haven't just written them down and you're going to throw them away in the bin, or you are relevant I should say, towards the goal, the specific goal that you want, and are time bound. Now, you've written your heading, which is the main title, and you've written 5 things that you can do towards taking steps that will give you the desired outcome. The truth is, if you write that down and you fold that paper up and you carry it around with you every day, opening it up as often as you open your wallet to make a payment, or every single day, you've seen the problem, you know what the problem is. But one thing that you never knew is the solutions that you could take, or the steps that you could take to start getting solutions. But with this sheet of paper and the writings in your own handwriting, you've started to commit yourself towards taking actionable steps that could bring a change to that situation you're facing. And if you then turn around and don't do it, procrastination has become a major player in your life, because it's different when you have the thoughts in your mind and they just dwindle around and you are not committed to doing it. You just have it there, as they call it, an airhead, where it just breathes in and breathes out, breathes in and breathes out. It breezes in and you remember it, but then by the end of the day you don't remember it. But now you have it written down. Now you have the problem that you're trying to solve, and every single minute or every single moment you put your hands in your pocket, or open your laptop, or you open your folder, you open your wallet, you see 5 simple steps that could change the situation that you're in. It's inevitable you start taking those steps. The truth is, it's inevitable, but the intention should be, you must not go to sleep every single day until you take each and every action step that you've written down on that sheet of paper. I know this is blackout, so I don't know why I'm holding it up, but you mustn't go to sleep until you've taken every single action step that you've written here. That's why it's 5, so it's not too much. And that's why it's specific, it's measurable, it's actionable, it's relevant to your goal. Because every time you look at it, if only I do this, this situation might change in the longer run. And it's time bound, because you want to do it every single day. They say practice is the most underrated remedy that man has discovered for a problem, or to a problem, since the beginning of humanity. It's never going to be all right straight away, but as often as you practice, as often as you look at it and you take steps towards it, as often as you take, before you know it, those things where you thought you need help from the outside world from, you realize the power is in you to make that change and gain the desired result that you want. That's my what shall I call it? That's my little tip of the day. And hopefully if I put another one out tomorrow, I most certainly will. Until we speak again, peace out. One. How do you do the finger? Peace out. One. My